All right, everybody, we are back live on air with Rita. We have more amazing guests with us on our show here at Inspiration for Life Radio TV Web Network. Just thank you for being a part of our show that just happened a little while ago with Bear Trap Apparel, and thank you for continuing to follow us and just being a part of all the shows that we're going to be doing. Like I said, on Sundays, I'm going to start this new, Sunday Media Day, because Sundays were I never really did a broadcast. I would say many years ago when I first started, I did originally start with the radio show on Sundays. But Sundays are going to be good days because it's really nice and quiet. So I do my Monday media days. But Sundays and Mondays are going to be my true media days. Tuesdays where I can go out and about. But we're going to open up the shop Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So that way everybody can come and enjoy us and be a part of everything that we do here. So if you do have to get off Facebook Live, y'all can go to Inspiration for Life Radio, which is on our website, www.inspirationforlife.org, and click on Listen Live, okay? 24/7, 147 countries around the world. You can listen to us. Or you can go to our super awesome TuneIn radio app. You download that on your phone, and once you click it, it's downloaded, search Inspiration for Life Radio. We're on, put a heart on it, and that means when you open the app, we're the first one that pops up. So super cool things, a lot of different ways and platforms that you can listen to us, listen to our broadcast or watch us on Facebook Live. But even better, all of the interviews that we're doing, you're also going to see them in our magazines. How cool is that? So all the interviews are also going to be on our Inspiration for Life magazine, and you can see all the other past articles. You just click on magazines on the website. So really, really excited for these next guests. And I'm going to tell you how it all got started. I was in the parking lot at Ross over by North Star Mall, and I'm reading my messages. It's like, hey, Rita, if you're in the area, I have some conchas for you. And I was like, what? I was like, are you kidding me? I said, well, where are you located? He goes, I'm over here in this area. And I said, oh my gosh, I'm literally across the bridge.
Yeah.
I'm literally right there. And I said, I will be there shortly. So my daughter comes to the car. I said, all right, put on the map. And she's like, where are we going? I said, I gotta go pick up some conchas. And she starts laughing. I said, that is the most amazing story that I wanted to share. I got the conchas. I shared some with baby AJ and my Jazzy, and we fell in love.
Nice.
I was like,
That's
this
right.
is...
He was super lucky to for that to even happen.
Yes, and the blessing part about it again, when I go to your Instagram, because that's the first thing that I will always do. I'll go to Instagram, check it out, check out your business, check out everything you're doing. I was like, this is so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
This is so sweet. And I want to be able to, bring you guys on and share your story, because everybody
Appreciate
has
that.
a wonderful story.
Thank you.
Yes, and I think that's just like I said, y'all gonna hear me every episode. I love to hear your why. I want to hear your why, because everybody has a different why. The story behind why you started your business, and your inspiration behind it and all that. So on that note, tell us a little bit about yourselves, your names, and your business.
I'm Jullie Contreras. I do the baking for Concha style, and this is...
I'm Marcos. We're about to get married in November, Julie and I.
You have to throw that in there. All right, congratulations.
I mostly do the marketing, sales, and deliveries with Julie. So we've been doing about this Concha endeavor for about a year, since November of 2020. And it's only getting better, so we're going to keep doing it.
Wow. So of course, with the business, what really inspired you guys to do this?
Well, for me, I love baking so much. Like, I like cooking and baking, but baking is like my thing. I love it. And then since the pandemic, like, everyone was super into sourdough.
Yeah.
So I'm not ashamed. I started because of the pandemic.
Well, it's funny because that was one of the main questions when I tell people that a lot of businesses started because of the pandemic.
we had
a
a lot of
of
time,
business,
yeah.
and it really, if anything, I don't want to say anything good came out of it, but the blessings that came out of the pandemic is that people were able to find that hidden talent, that hidden fire that was inside, that they really, really, truly wanted to do, but just couldn't get it out there. It helped get that out of people. Help people find and discover, and that passion for you. Share that.
And so when we started, it was one of my really good friends' birthday, And I really I was like baking her stuff, like I normally bake her a cake or something,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, I want to make her something sourdough.
Yeah.
And then I had seen like how to convert recipes into sourdough, and I was like, I really want to make some conchas. So I made her some, and then I was like, oh my god, these are amazing.
Yeah, we were both shocked.
And she was like, oh, my conchas are amazing. I love that.
And then I took them to my friend and her husband, and they both loved them. And so it's like, then we started baking them more and more, and like all our family members really liked it, and then so we started selling them.
That is the cutest story. She's on fire. She's like, I love my
I
own.
know, I ain't ashamed, they're good.
There you go. There you go. I love that. And what about for yourself?
So all that's true, and then what happened right after selling it to our family members, I started selling it to my coworkers at work in the morning before we took off.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
And it was just from there we started selling it more on Instagram.
There you
Yeah.
go. So when your coworkers, like, you know, they got all into it and stuff like that. So do they expect it from you all the time now? So you do make extras to make sure you take them to work to your coworkers?
To be honest, no. Nowadays they know we're really busy and they'll place an order.
There you go. So place your orders. Don't be gonna, hey, give me some conchas. So and that's another great question. So when you started your business, what really truly inspired you, other than COVID? I know that you know you're going through COVID and people found that, but what really truly inspired you?
So,
Go ahead.
just a lot of like the sourdough, just the benefits of doing it is that it breaks down the gluten for your body, so your body can actually like digest it a bit easier and take in the nutrients, so your body's not working so hard. And then that's like why a lot of people have gluten sensitivities, because the body has to work so hard to break it down.
Yeah.
And so that was something I really liked. And then like we both eat like all organic ingredients, so that was something that's really important to us. And then, like, have you ever read the book, like, Water for Chocolate?
Isn't there a movie?
Yeah, there's a
Okay,
movie.
I've seen the movie, I guess, but I haven't read the book.
But it's like my aunt gave it to me when I was 11 years old, so it's had like a huge impact on my life, basically. But that the book is about just this woman who cooks a lot, and basically when she cooks, whatever she's feeling is transferred into the food. So to me, that's like a very like specific thing for me. So I really believe that like the love we put in the food like really shows when people eat it, and I think that's like why people love it so much too.
And that's something really special to say, because again, you know, when people just cook, they're doing it for the business. But for you to put it in that perspective, now I'm gonna think about it when I'm eating here, because how does she feel right now? How is she feeling? You know, and that's heartfelt. You know, for you to even come up with that concept and a part of the story. I bet a lot of people didn't even know that.
Yeah.
See, and that's what brings me joy, to know those little things and to put it out there, you know, on the radio and in the magazine for people to read just that line. It does go back to the movie and things. I was like, wow, that was the coolest part of the movie to begin with. You know, when somebody's making or building or creating, you know, whether it's art or their jewelry or, you know, their clothing, it's the message behind what they're feeling in that moment, you know. So that's really cute. That's a really touching story. Now going back to the ingredients, what made you think of doing something so healthy and natural for people? What made you do that?
I guess for us is like we only eat like organic and healthy ingredients, so we wouldn't make anything for anyone else that we wouldn't eat like ourselves.
And I think that's really important. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, we really care about eating like leafy greens. We love kale. We love brown rice. It's been a habit for us for a long time. We've been together for 7 years, and the whole time we're constantly influencing each other to eat this way. Like, we won't bring anything in the house that isn't something that we wouldn't want to eat or give to other people. So everything's organic in our products, and we always will go the extra mile to get a better ingredient.
And that is very, very good as well, because again, you know, as Latina Mexican culture, we go to the panderia, you know, we go in there and get our conchas with all the sugar on top, and the little maranitos and all that stuff. So yeah, she's like, yeah, they're pretty good, you know. So they're I love that perspective. I love the different angle that you all do, and really, getting that education out there to people, saying this is your why and these are the ingredients. Because again, people with celiac disease or gluten, that is something that people don't even realize that they have.
Yeah.
So if you say, hey, you know what, if you're on that path or you need to take that direction, try this out. You're able to help those people. You're able to help them,
Because then we notice, like, with a lot of people, since they're dairy free and right now they're vegan,
Okay.
like a lot of people who don't eat dairy or are vegan, they don't have as much access to like something that's really nostalgic to them.
Yeah.
And it makes them really happy to eat something like that.
Super cool. We're talking about vegan. We went to Hash last night. You heard of that place?
Yeah.
I tried their buffalo chicken macaroni and cheese.
Ooh, that
Oh.
sounds
Sounds really
amazing.
Oh my goodness. And I'm not a spicy person. I was like, whew, this is good. This is good. Keep it coming. This is coming. And they make the cutest non-alcoholic drinks, the spirits, but they're non-alcoholic whiskey and non-alcoholic tequila. So
Yeah, I'd like to try that.
I was like, okay, this place it's different, and I love different. And I was even talking to him, like he was educating me about the vegan, the food, the different things that in your mind you think like, oh no, I'm gonna go have me that real carne asada taco, but at the same time it's like, but that's what's gonna make me sick. That's what's gonna hurt my stomach. That's what's gonna really stick to places that I want to stick.
Right.
So it really brings out that mindset of, you know what, if I start off with this, with a cup of coffee or without all that sugar and cream, that's the first step to being healthy. That's the first step, y'all.
Like a baby step.
Yes, a baby step, and then you can again. It
That's how to
doesn't.
make a better habit, just the baby steps.
Yeah.
Like 100% change
Yeah.
overnight.
Exactly.
Honestly, how any change happens is a baby step. Try to do it all at once. It's never gonna happen.
Yeah, because I heard you say kale, and I was like, I'm not there yet. I'm baby
Yeah.
steps, taking those baby steps. But just knowing that we enjoy our salads and stuff, and our all the
Everything in
trimmings.
balance,
Yeah, but then you throw in all that ranch dressing, and it
Yes.
kills it. So now I'm gonna think of y'all when I'm making my salads. I'm saying, well, hold off on that ranch. Add some kale.
Maybe some.
Balsamic vinaigrette.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's
yeah,
what I was
there you
gonna
go. See, this is a lesson learned, a healthy lesson today, to a side of getting to know their beautiful story and their business and so forth. Now, are y'all the only team that y'all have? Are y'all the only team members? Or do you have any
As
other?
of right now, yeah.
We also have someone remote helping us with marketing,
Okay.
but as of right now, like production and getting the word out there is just us two.
So let's go through a day with y'all. How does it work? When people call you, message you, and they want to put some orders, how does your day go?
You want to start with?
So usually we get a lot of asks through Instagram. A lot of people will say, hi, can I place an order? And then I respond to them. I send them our link. We just got our website live a few days ago.
Ooh, right.
So it's a lot easier to take orders now. Before it was a lot of back and forth,
Yeah.
a lot of questions, a lot of filling out info, but now anyone can go to conchastyle.com and fill it out.
There you
It's
go.
real easy to get 6 or 12 conchas, and we can deliver on a Sunday. And we're also expanding the delivery days too.
Wow. So now, what is the I'm going off script, y'all, because I'm just thinking outside of the box, y'all. Once y'all start to get bigger, what are your plans for that? Have y'all talked about
Yes.
We've talked about it a
This
bit
is something
because
Julie wants to share.
yes, our main idea is like we want to have a full sourdough panaderia. So like we want to convert like every single recipe that you can find in a panaderia into like a healthy alternative.
So I have a little healthy maranito. Oh,
Yes.
I look forward to that.
Pan de muerto.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's our
oh,
new thing. That's
also.
we're working on our recipes right now.
Well,
so that
Day
we
of the
can,
Dead, we're going to be
coming
doing
up.
an altar over here at the Hemisphere. We're going to be doing Dia de los Muertos here. As you see a lot of the Dia de los Muertos
Yes.
artwork. So maybe you could do something here with us.
Yes,
I'm just saying.
yes, we tried a recipe last week. We put anise seed in it. I did not like it.
Yeah, you're the
So,
judge. You got to know what you.
Yeah,
you know.
because we did it on our Instagram stories. Like, who likes anise seed? And like a lot of people said yes, but I was like, I really don't like it.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I guess if they're used to the flavor.
Yeah, it's a very different
But
flavor.
you know your product,
Yeah.
and you know when you're putting it out there. When I taste my rice and I'm like, more of
Not
this.
right yet.
I know I have to put it out there,
Yeah.
and it's got to be spot
Just
on.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Another
for
thing
us.
is like our conchas honestly don't taste like regular conchas.
Yeah.
Mhm,
But
they're a little
it
bit
doesn't
more
mean
bready,
like
yeah.
they're different, and so that's what our pan de muerto is also gonna be, just be
A little
different.
different,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I've never really eaten pan de muertos, more of just the show. But
Yeah.
after the show, I'm gonna be eating
Yeah.
that. I'm like, this stuff is good. I know what she put in there. And so again, taking that vision of opening up a panderia, do you have a time frame for that? Or y'all?
Not yet.
So it's y'all are still in the baby steps. We're
Baby
taking those baby
steps,
steps
little
with the
baby
salad. So
steps,
you're
yeah.
Yes,
taking
exactly.
taking that baby step with the salad phase. But that's really cool. You know, you already have the plan. You know, you're getting a lot of attention on Instagram.
Yeah.
Are y'all also on Facebook?
We're on
Yes, we
Facebook,
are.
not as active, but
Yeah, so I right now everybody, Instagram is the place. So if you're not on Instagram, you got to get on there. So I've already shared it with several friends, and I think one of my friends actually contacted you either that
Really?
same day or something, because she said, "Oh yeah, the Concha style," or Jet go pick up
I
an
think I
order.
remember that.
So I was like, wow, just from the post that we put,
Yeah.
and it's just again a domino effect, because anything that I do or anybody that I'm promoting, whether they're on the radio, they're on Facebook Live, or in the magazine, or a show that we're doing, it's because I felt something. We hadn't even met. I felt that connection.
That's awesome.
I saw your page, and I was like, this is sweet. This is
Yeah.
real. This is authentic. People need to know about this, because I love supporting all the different businesses.
Thank
It's good to know. Thank you.
Businesses,
Really appreciate
yeah,
it.
they need that right now, especially during the pandemic. And especially if you're working from home and you're starting off in that small space, and you want to work towards that big vision. I mean, it's gonna happen, y'all.
Yeah.
If it's already on fire now,
Yeah.
it's gonna happen. So I look forward to that. I look forward to your journey and so forth. And now, do you have a main message that you want to put out there about your business, whether it's about the food you're putting out there, or just being an entrepreneur? Any main
That's a
messages?
great question.
Yeah.
If you've never had an organic concha, I mean, now we're doing it. I honestly don't know if that's even available.
Mm-hmm.
It's different, and if you want something new, you can get it from us. So
Yeah. How about yourself?
I guess for me, just like the main message that I like to spread with like any of my baking is just like really spreading love around, and that like a good food item, like a good meal, is like the perfect way to enjoy any time with any person. Because it's like, I know when we started making these, I made them with I took them to my grandparents, and my grandfather used to work in a panaderia.
Yeah.
And so it was just like a really special moment for that to come like full circle, and there's nothing better than like sharing pan in the morning with your grandparents.
Right. So prior to making that first healthy concha, did you ever bake before?
Yes, I've always been baking. Like I've always done like little baking things since like high school and stuff like that. But this
When
is
did you turn into the health route?
when I started dating him.
She's like, don't be putting that sugar in there, girl.
I
Swap
know.
this for that.
I was like,
Swap
okay,
this for
fine.
that. Yeah. And
No,
then,
because we met in Colorado actually, so he was definitely living more of like a healthy lifestyle. His mom is very much about like all organic
Yeah.
ingredients and stuff like that, and it was something I hadn't really been too exposed to. Like we'd eat healthier things sometimes, but not like I never really looked for organic ingredients or looked at the ingredient list of anything before
Yeah.
that, and then just like it was nice just having like that awareness of it. And it's like I always had like brain fog and like headaches and stuff like that, but eating cleaner has helped that like go away and like make my mind clear.
and that actually, when AJ tried it, he wanted more. And I was like,
Really?
you already finished it. It's my 2.5-year-old.
Mhm.
And that meant a lot to me, because it's like, oh my gosh, everything out there is full of sugar, all the little juice pouches, all the little things. So in my mind, I'm like, here, drink some water. No, I'm not that. It's like trying to really find the healthiness for our children. And I think that's for me, I have a main message for her business.
Yeah.
The main message for me on this business is really starting off with the kids, because
Yeah.
growing up we're feeding them McDonald's and sugar and all them all that stuff. And I think again, having this as part of making their breakfast and having that as a little treat with them on the side is
Creating those memories
yes,
in the morning.
Yeah.
and really kind of helping them with obesity and mental health awareness and all
we
of that
agree.
in perspective. So I always take everything and look at it into the a perspective of being positive and healthy and strong for our family. So again, I always tell everybody, I don't just do interviews just because I want to just interview you. You know, I'm going to get something out of it and turn it into a different spin and creating something even more wonderful and powerful that somebody out there's listening and say, hey, you know what? Let's start ordering conchas for mijito in the mornings and have that cafecito. Because again, placing those orders, what is your turnaround time? So if I was to place an order like Monday through Friday or Saturday, and you'll have them ready for Sunday? Is that how it
Yeah,
works?
so orders are open all week, but you can place an order anytime, and then it'll be a week or less. So if you order it Friday, you'll get it Sunday. If you order it Monday, you'll get it Sunday.
Okay. So just whether it's Monday through Saturday, you'll get your order, and then you'll have somebody that delivers on
Yes.
Sundays for all that.
Yes.
Okay. So how is that for you when it comes to baking all those orders?
I really love it actually, like, because baking is my favorite thing. It's like my super happy place. Like, I'll put on my music and I'm just like dancing, making the conchas and stuff.
I can relate to that happy place. I can sit here and just listen to I listen to my own radio station while I'm here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have my own radio station, and I can just sit here and be in awe.
Yeah.
You know, just be happy. And so when you're in your happy place, I think that's super
Yeah,
awesome.
it's a
for
magical
you.
place to be.
So do you look into having somebody else help you with the recipe, or how does that? Yeah.
Like in the recipes or like
Well, in
for
general, once
baking?
you start getting
Yes. So once we start getting a lot bigger, yes.
yeah, so it's like getting that extra help, you know, to make sure you're like, this is a secret
Yeah, we're
recipe.
getting
But you
there.
put it out there.
No, because
Yeah.
like the main thing, like for us, let me just open this.
Yes.
That takes a while is like we're very particular about like the cutting of it. So to make the lines very defined and everything, just to make like a beautiful product. So it's something that you want to share and like put it on
And
your
they're
Instagram
so
story. Yeah.
We are.
And so that's like one of the things that we definitely need a lot of help with, because then it's like I'm there like very particular, like
Yeah, it's like an artist. You're technically an artist. She really is, you know, really getting in there. So I did get a beautiful little box of some treats. So AJ and my Jazz, you're gonna love me. I was like, we're all gonna take a little bite. Mama gets one, and y'all share that one. So you know, just thank you so much for that, and you know, really. Oh, and they have all the reheat instructions and also the ingredients. So that's really good. So with everything you're putting out, you do have to put the ingredients out there, correct? Because my husband works for the food and nutrition industry for Crystal Santa Rosa. So everything they put out, it's like
Has
they
the
have to put the
ingredients.
ingredients. And with anything, if anybody is allergic to anything and they're able to do any special requests, or are they able to do that with you?
Yeah, it depends on the ingredients, because we do try to do it free of any of the main allergens.
Yeah.
Well, except for gluten, of course, but any of the other ones, because then we do take our time. We make our own sprouted oat milk.
Okay.
And, right before I start everything, we make our own vegan butter, and then what else do we make? We make our vanilla bean, or the vanilla extract.
Okay.
And
Yeah, so it's dairy
So is it
free.
all kitchen and one room
Yeah.
for the house?
we actually have
Right?
like a spare room, so we call it our Concha room.
Yeah.
So that has
Wow.
all our baking things.
Because
and
nobody was visiting for COVID, we took the bed
Yeah.
out, put
The
it in
guest
storage,
bedroom,
and
yeah.
made a concha room.
They're smart. They're smart. They're so smart. Say this food is made in a home kitchen and is not inspected. Okay, so it's like this is just little tidbits that they
Yeah.
have on here. So
Yeah.
they have everything for you guys. They have all their ins and outs and how to do that. Every purchase helps our small business grow, and we help we help you love your sourdough concha, and that's what it's gonna do for me. So now, as far as Instagram, Facebook, how can they find you?
Yes, on Instagram we're concha.style at Instagram, and then our website is conchastyle.com.
All right. Now, do y'all have any last words of encouragement for anybody out there?
If you're ever going through a hard time, just keep going. It'll get better. And keep your head up. And
And do all things with love.
That's see, I have right there. It says, "Do what you love." I have a painting up there that says, "Do what you love." So, you know, again, everybody, just really listen to the story. I'm going to end up putting this also on IGTV. We're going to have this on podcasts. We're going to have them in the magazine. So they're going to be on all of our platforms. And it's just sharing that beautiful story. And this is just the beginning here. This is the beginning phase. So when they do get their place, we're going to do phase 2 and do, you know, what's coming next kind of episode. So I love to do follow-ups.
Exactly.
I did, when I went to Bernie last night, I ran into one of the ladies of the reason why I was even there at the event. And I did her story, I would say maybe about 6 months ago. So I said, girl, I need to do a follow-up with you because that whole event that happened in Bernie yesterday was a fashion show style. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I did the live broadcasting, and she's now on another place. You know, I said we need to do a follow-up story and capture all the new adventures that you're on. She's like, yes, that sounds wonderful. So I love going on road trips and really getting that next level of their business. So I look forward to doing that next level story, you know, with you guys. And
We look forward to that.
but just knowing that we're doing this right now and sharing and showcasing, you know, your marriage coming up.
Yes,
That's beautiful in itself. Are you gonna have conchas everywhere?
Yeah.
So I can already see that. You know, your hard work that you're putting into your business and your love. I feel that love, and I know I'm gonna feel it when I'm eating that. So, you know, just think about that when you order her products. Make sure you follow them. Make sure you share their page. And I know you're going to get a lot of other, you know, people requesting and ordering some. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, this was
Thank
such
you
a
for the
beautiful show. Yeah. So I love that. So if anybody needs any more information, please go follow them on Instagram and Facebook. Reach out to them. Place your order. And then we're also starting next week, because I have a lot of giveaways this week, and we want to make sure they're not all piling up. So next week, so tune in to my Instagram. We're going to do a giveaway next week
Yes,
for that, so you can follow, and we'll figure out what the prize will be. But that means you have to stay tuned and be a part of that, and we will put the information on there. So again, I just want to thank them for my beautiful little concha box. I got a little concha box. Yes. So. Thank you to our listeners on Inspiration for Life Radio Network, and for y'all being a part of the broadcast. And check us out on Instagram, IGTV. And thank you so much once again.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Yes. All right, everybody. For more information, you can go to www.inspirationforlife.org. This is Rita Hernandez. Get inspired, be inspired, stay inspired. Bye.